One of the greatest things about living in Myrtle Beach has to be the early morning beach strolls. Local or tourist, we all love flocking down to the beach first thing in the morning and taking a nice quiet stroll by the ocean. It has to be one of the few places on earth where watching the sunrise is one of people's favorite activities. And after a long morning stroll, you work up quite an appetite, and there's one place everyone likes to go. And we are back. Retro Myrtle Beach Guy. That's right, we are at the one and only Johnny D's Waffles and Benedict's. Now, Johnny D's has only been open for a little over a decade, but in that short time, they became an instant classic here in Myrtle Beach. And today we have the opportunity to sit down with Chef Jamie, local celebrity chef and owner of Johnny D's. Now, Chef Jamie took over for her father after he passed away a few years ago, and she's been putting her mark on the whole town ever since. With their very popular early bird special, extensive menu, nearly unlimited options, cocktails, everything you could imagine out of a breakfast place. Running the place for...
my father passed away 3 years ago.
So, okay, 3 years ago. Okay.
3 years. So I've been running the 3 restaurants since then. Here at Myrtle Beach, we recently remodeled everything. So inside was remodeled. I think we're going on a year and a half, like last January. So a year and a half now. And then this winter we did the outside.
I saw you did the roof.
It looks brand new on the outside.
It's crazy. It's like a Tonka truck.
So you're not missing it from the street, and it really brightens up, the area. Okay, why don't just let me order some things?
Yeah, let's Chef Jamie do that.
Let's get an Irish skillet, a Churro French toast, and a biscuits and gravy.
I think you've changed the menu since I've been here too.
We have changed the menu a little bit, yeah. So,
I would always do my sunrise walks on the beach, and then I'd come over here and stand out front for 10 minutes, and it'd always be me and one other guy, and then we'd both sit here awkwardly and eat breakfast together on the other side of the restaurant.
Yeah, let's sit together but separately.
Right,
yeah.
It's we were both on the beach together too, but it's too
funny.
weird to ever say
hey. God forbid we talk to other people.
Right? So it's been really cool watching, you definitely have made everything your own since you've taken over, and you can see the difference in not just how things look, but obviously, the menu's a lot more sophisticated than it used to be. And I'm not a mudslinger in any way. There's there's a few places I should say around here that kind of do the fancier looking breakfast, but they kind of just throw parsley on top of stuff and charge $15 for it. So it's nice to see an actual nice menu.
Yeah, I grew up in diners. I literally grew up in the diner.
Well,
Like
where are
my
you
little
from
stroller
originally?
thing, New York.
New York. Okay.
Yeah, so you know that little thing that you sit in as a baby and bounce in?
Oh, yeah.
I was bouncing that through the kitchen. You
Right.
know? So I don't know, this place is just like a diner to me, but it's like a breakfast, just
Right.
breakfast. So we have that 24-hour diner vibe with the menu and everything like that, but we're just a pancake house. So with me, I just try to make sure my food is plated nicely. You know, it's very consistent, and we're not fancy by any means, but my food is good. So.
Oh yeah. So I'm originally from Baltimore. Me and my wife's from New York, so we're constantly back and forth over who has the better diners. I'm a huge. You ever seen the movie Diner?
Can't compare Mathis to Sinatra.
Skip that. Let me ask you another question. Start. When you want to make out, who do you make out to? Sinatra or Mathis?
That's a stupid question.
One question. Answer that.
It's irrelevant. I won't answer it. Mathis.
What about you, Shree?
I'm married. We don't make out.
What is that, roast beef?
Don't ask me this anymore, Modell. Yes.
You gonna finish that?
But then you can still go, at least for breakfast, and usually find there's a couple places that still have that vibe, the heavy coffee mugs, and it's just something else, man.
Yeah, I don't know. That's always what I grew up with, and I just really like I just love it. You know, I love when I go somewhere and I get to go to a nice diner that they like keep up, and I'm not really. I don't need fancy. I just like kept up, you know.
Right.
So it's really nice to be able to go. Sometimes I go some places and find a diner, and I'm like, that's the basics is what's important. You can put all the shine and flowers and sugary things, but like I still want the pancake to taste good.
Right.
So I really love that place, but I do like finding a really good diner or like something like an old style diner that still has that like 50s look to it.
All the
and keep it nice,
chrome
you know?
and the cake case. Yeah, it's a disappearing thing here. We're lucky because we do have like Peaches and a few actual counter restaurants that still exist, but it's a vanishing thing. That's when you're talking to like a chef and whatnot. You'd be all like, how did you get involved in this? You've been doing it pretty much your whole life, right?
Oh my God,
Food has been like the family business. Your pops started this. What year did?
So we moved. He was already down here, and I moved down in 2014.
Right.
So we opened January 23rd, 2014. So
Okay.
we're on our 11th year now.
Nice, very cool. And he's been running what diners for?
Since he bought his first diner at 17. It was called the Hills Diner. It was in New Jersey.
I know there's a lot of millennials out there like kicking, like, how is that even possible?
So
but
I mean,
it used to be.
He probably bought it for like $100 back in the day. But yeah, he started there, and then after he met my mom, they moved to New York and opened up the Forum Diner, which was that's where I grew up in.
Nice.
And now I think it's abandoned now. But and then after he ended up going back. He sold it, and then he ended up going back. And then we changed it into Johnny D's. So we had the original Johnny D's was up in New York, and then when then he decided to move. He sold everything, got closed, different name, and we opened up Johnny D's down here.
My goodness.
All right, thank you. Oh, okay, that's the biscuits and gravy.
Biscuits and gravy.
Yes.
It's an elaborate looking biscuits and gravy.
Yeah. So the biscuits, they're like more of like a flaky biscuit as opposed to a drop biscuit. So they're nice and soft and fluffy, which reminds me of like back in the day, you know. And then we make the sausage gravy fresh. We actually blow through it, so we're making it like every other day, every day. And it actually we put a little bit of bacon in there, chopped bacon. You know, and render it down. So, and then we add a ground sausage as opposed to using old sausage patties and links. For here, I wanted to make it like just a little bit different, you know, a little bit more, I guess.
You can taste it.
I chefed it up a little bit, and
Yeah,
that's
the bacon really. That was like there's something else.
Yeah.
I thought it was trying to think of the not crude way of saying it. Cream chip beef has that extra salty. But that really brings it out too.
Yeah, so I
Very
wanted to just
breakfasty.
have it like a little bit different, and just have a little bit more, just like a different flavor. So, and I always like to just have a little twist on whatever I do, just to make it just a little bit different, you know. And we have another dish that we put chicken tenders in between the biscuit and smother it with gravy. So it just gives it an extra, like, oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah, and the biscuit's really fluffy. It's almost like a cake.
Yes.
It's not that dry.
I'm not a fan of drop biscuits. I like the flaky biscuits where you can pull them apart with your fingers.
Yeah, it's really, fluffy. So, we met the first time at the Santorini dinner.
Yes.
Officially.
It was a good dinner.
It was so good. Well, we were talking about how, because obviously you have Tasting Room on 9th is your other little project going on. Which it seems very popular. I know among all the women that I know in town love it. We were saying how how I snuck in behind you. I caught you one day going in to check on the construction.
Oh yeah,
I snuck in behind you because you left the door unlocked. So that's where we got that footage from. Anything cool coming up this summer for? I know you guys did like the Christmas.
Yeah,
in July
I believe that's happening. Yeah, we're doing Christmas in July again, I believe. And then I think Lisa has, the wine tasting menu series every month. And then I think she's going to put together some wine tasting classes and stuff like that.
Very
so it should be cool, yeah.
And I know you guys have the dinners, which people really seem to enjoy.
The dinners are selling out every month. And, I think this past month it was all new people there for the most part. So it was a couple new faces. We have some people that come every month too. So they snag up those first couple of seats.
I bet it's like a club at this point.
Yeah, so it's been cool, and they're doing a really good job. The pictures and the food are beautiful, and the pairings. So that's been going really well. That's our Irish skillet. It's probably our most popular. It's a home fry at the bottom. And then our homemade corned beef hash, which we grill. Cover it with a shredded cheddar jack cheese. And then two over easy eggs and the hollandaise.
Your hollandaise is always amazing. I imagine that's really the secret to the end Benedicts, right?
Yes. I think you need to have a good hollandaise that's consistent. Yeah, everything's good. Thank you.
That's so good. And the yolk is perfect.
Yeah, the yolk adds a little bit. People change it up. Sometimes they don't like yolks scrambled over hard, no problem. I don't agree, but it's fine.
I'm a big runny guy. I love runny.
Me too. I like a runny egg.
That's why toast exists.
Yeah, I like a runny egg, but that's probably our best seller. We also have a Benedict version if you'd rather have it like on an English muffin with poached eggs. And then you can get obviously a side order with your eggs, like a regular, more traditional type platter. That's usually where I go to if I want hash. I get 2 over easy, corned beef hash crispy, and home fries.
So this is like before your 5Ks and stuff like that. You already go to the gym. This is the protein.
I don't know if I would run a marathon after.
That's a lot of protein too. It's solid. Man, that's a whole meal.
Yeah, you're not leaving hungry after you're done with that. Man, this biscuits and gravy is good. I don't eat the biscuits and gravy very much because it's not one of those things you can pound and then work in a hot kitchen after.
Right. Well, I think it's funny too because you're very health conscious, very active. And it's funny how common that is with the foodies in the area. I'm probably the only one that's not also like a gym rat.
I feel like if you do work out, you can eat more without feeling. So if you're not prepared to be like eating around the clock, don't start working out too. No. This is actually one of my favorite. This is my favorite sweet dish in the menu right here. The Churro French toast.
Strawberries. It's Churro French toast?
Yeah, so we make the challah bread here in-house at all 3 locations. Then we grill it in a vanilla custard. Then when it's done, I make a churro seasoning, so it's not just cinnamon sugar. It has some other seasonings in there.
Right.
And then the homemade cream cheese icing, and then we do the fresh strawberries on top.
Goodness. It's hard to even pick out an individual thing about this. Like, those strawberries are insane. Do you soak them or?
No, I think it's the churro sugar that brings out, like, you know, like when you mix strawberries, the sugar starts to melt on the churro on the French toast, so then it like creates like its own little sauce.
Yeah, it's like a syrup.
Yeah, it creates its own little syrup.
So good. Pat, you recently won the award from the Champion Autism Network.
I was so excited when I walked in and saw the packed room, everyone here to support Champion Autism Network, everyone here to support me, Johnny V's, all these wonderful chefs here that took time out of their day.
You also have a son named James.
Yep.
James has autism.
Yes. It was really nice to be highlighted and honored. It was really sweet, and the event raised a lot of money, so that was cool. If I did it to help myself, learn more about autism, but then it turned into helping others, and it was just really nice, you know, and everyone's feedback with the stories, and they became very popular.
And you find the community, I mean, I've always seen like the community here is really supportive for...
It's nice. It's nice. And that's what I said, you know, the day at the fundraiser too. It's nice that James was diagnosed with autism, and then after that I met Becky Large from Champion Autism Network. And I was like, wow, look what Myrtle Beach is doing. Like, I got this diagnosis in the perfect place,
right?
You know? So it was just nice because when you go around and I'm like, hey, my son's autistic, maybe they don't know much, but they know something.
Yeah.
Because they've seen it and they've heard the word autism so much in this area. So I think that helps. And as soon as you say, oh, my son's autistic, I just need a minute, usually everyone's like, oh, no problem.
Right.
Because they hear the word autism and they know something.
Well,
So
it feels like maybe a lot of families end up gravitating here for that reason, because there does seem like we've got like sensory days at the grocery stores and the aquarium and all kinds of stuff. So there's definitely a community here.
Yeah, I mean, I've been to all those events, those events when James was younger, and now we've migrated to be able to like mesh a little bit well. But would we have been able to mesh well if he didn't get that practice at the when he was younger? I don't know.
I've gone to the sensory hours at the grocery store because
it's amazing.
I haven't worked in retail. Like, that's the best time of day is when you turn half the lights off and the music's turned off.
It's amazing.
And you're about to close. Yeah. It's having all the events that they have around it too. That's how I've gotten more educated. Now, like, I have my cousin has, as his family always called it, Asperger's, but has autism, and up until I'd say recently, not something most people had any clue about.
No.
It is nice that things are changing, especially for families. And I mean, if you're looking for a place to go on vacation where, you know, you're not going to have to worry about as many of those issues, Myrtle Beach definitely does have to rank, I imagine.
We have a lot of families that come in that either know or they stumble upon us afterwards. And they're really excited just to be able to have a place, just kind of like they get it.
Right.
Like, and everyone's like, you know, what do you do? Like, all you need to do is be kind, be patient, and just accommodate.
Right.
They need their food a little faster. They need to be sat a little quicker. They need to sit at a specific table. They have to bring other food, outside food in. Like, I allow that. First of all, if autistic or not, if you have a child that only eats McDonald's and the parents want to come to Johnny V's, come on in, stop at McDonald's, bring me a Diet Coke while you're at it. James struggled a lot when he was little with food, and like we went into a couple places that like, because he only ate chicken tenders and French fries, and I wanted to go out to eat, you know, so we would stop sometimes at Sonic. If the restaurant didn't have chicken tenders and French fries, I would check, because he would eat any chicken tenders and French fries. It wouldn't be just McDonald's. But like some restaurants didn't have that, and like I had an instance one day that they was like, you can't bring outside food in, and I was like, there was 8 of us, and I'm like, do you want us all to leave?
Right,
Because,
over one.
Like over one. So that took me back. So now I have a strict I don't care policy.
Right.
If your kid wants McDonald's and 2 of you want Johnny D's, come on in. Bring the Mickey D's with you.
BYOMD.
Yeah. So
I think it probably living by the beach makes almost everything a little bit more laid back when it comes to that. You,
So,
you
yeah,
get a lot of.
sometimes, yeah.
I've been at the DMV and they're just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I
Yeah.
can't think of any other place
Yeah.
where that would ever happen. It's just her entourage.
yeah, this is my paparazzi. This guy will stop following me around.
That much is true. Alright, well thank you so much for having us, Chef Jamie. Gotta check out Tasting Room on 9th. Check out Johnny D's, Surfside and here?
And North Myrtle Beach.
And North Myrtle
Yes.
Beach. And check out your Instagram.
Yes, Chef Jamie Daskalis on Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Great
thank
to
you
see
so much.
Man. I am so full. I have so many leftovers.
Stay positive, and that's how you do it.
RetroMyrtleBeachGuy.com. 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 RetroMyrtleBeachGuy.com.